Welcome to my channel. I want us to discuss today why the opponents of Mr. Peter Obi and their supporters are scared of Mr. Peter Obi. Because if you recall, when the race started initially, before it gets to the stage of emergence of candidates, many of them were saying that the race is going to be between the presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and the presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Strangely, if you go to the social media or anywhere at all, they are more concerned about Peter Obi. The supporters of Tinubu and Atiku hardly talks about the selling point of their candidates. They are more concerned about the attitude of supporters of Peter Obi, what they should or should not do, what they are not doing right, how they are too combative, how they are not doing the campaign of Peter Obi good. They always coming up with excuses on why the Peter Obi people are not getting it right. Ordinarily, they ought to be happy that Peter Obi supporters are not getting it right, but they are the ones advising Peter Obi supporters, telling them what they have to do. Can you imagine that? Something that ought to have made them to be happy that the P2B supporters and the P2B campaign are getting it wrong. The opponents are the one advising P2B supporters what to do and what not to do. If that did not tell you something, then nothing will tell you anything. It tells you that Mr. P2B is the man that has the momentum. He's the man they are scared of. He's the man they are so frightened about. Because if you look at the youths that are trooping out to register to vote, many of them are saying they are rushing to get their PVC because of Mr. Peter Obi. So therefore, this should tell you a message that Mr. Peter Obi is the man to beat. He is the man of the moment. So why are they scared of Mr. Peter Obi? That's what I want to talk about. One, they know that Mr. Peter Obi's messaging has been resonating with Nigerians for quite a while. Many Nigerians have been buying into his solutions to Nigeria's various problems. Mr. Peter Obi appears to have the, the solution to the problems of Nigeria. And Nigerians are seeing that those solutions are practicable solutions. These are not the solutions of your usual politician. This is a politician who has done it before and who they believe they can do it again. So his solutions, his remedy to bring Nigeria out of its present economic quagmire, from being a consuming nation to a producing nation, is believable because he has track record to show for it. So that is one of the things that they cannot run away from it. They lack messaging. They don't know what, even their principals has no message. And their records are nothing to write home about. Mr. Peter Obi has record. As governor of Anambra State, he was able to save 75 billion naira. He saved money in dollars and pounds sterling for his state. It's an unprecedented, it has never been done before. And he has track record of transparency, honesty in management of public resources, which is what is lacking in this country from many of our leaders, including those who are competing the presidency with him. And they know it. So they virtually has nothing to say. Because look at somebody like Tinubu. What solution does he have to revive Nigeria's economy? If he has the solution, why didn't he tell Buhari about it? So he has to wait until he becomes the president of Nigeria before he reveal the secret on how to turn around the economy. He ought to have, as a patriotic and patriotic supporter of Buhari, he ought to have given him the secret, the solution to the economic problem of Nigeria. He don't have to wait until he becomes the presidential candidate of APC before he will now tell us he has the economic solution. No, it's not believable. If he has it, the vice president, Yemi Osibanjo, has been the chairman of the economic team of the federal government or the economic council of the federal government. Tinubu ought to have shared the economic solution to Nigeria's economic quagmire with them so that the country will not be in this mess. At least he would have given the APC something to sell to Nigerians. So Tinubu virtually has nothing to offer. And the same thing is applicable to Atiku Abubakar. He was part of this 16 years mess of the PDP. He can't run away from it. He was vice president and chairman of the same economic council that Osibanjo is presiding over today. What record does he have? The privatization program he's pretended over was a total mess. It is the reason why we don't even have power today, despite the fact that the power sector have been privatized right from Obasanjo's time. So what are we talking about? So as a result of all this, that is why they are concentrating on Peter Obi and his supporters, because they have nothing to sell to you. They have nothing to tell you. They have nothing to market for their man who want to be president. All they know is that these people, they have been around for so long. It is now their turn to be president. It has now become a turn-by-turn presidency. That's not what it ought to be. A president ought to be a problem solver. It has to be somebody who is committed to the welfare of the people. Before I go further, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to this channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell so that anytime I have any new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, one of the things that is going for Mr. Peter Obi is his lifestyle, his simplicity. Mr. Peter Obi does not go with the pomposity of the office of former governors. Let me shock you. Mr. Peter Obi is the only former governor in Nigeria. He's one of the few former governors in Nigeria that are not collecting pension or gratuity or anything from Anambra State government. He's not collecting pension, no allowance as a former governor. That is not, you can't say the same thing about Tinubu and other former governors. Why I'm saying this, I'll give you a typical example so that you understand the man that we all are talking about today. Because when you look at what his colleagues are enjoying, let me give you a typical example of what Tinubu is enjoying as former governor of Lagos State, which the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, is also enjoying because he's a former governor of Lagos State, and which Ambode is also enjoying because he's a former governor of Lagos State. When you hear what they enjoy, you now realize and give respect to Mr. Peter Obi and know that this man is the kind of man that you can leave the treasury of Nigeria with, and you can go to sleep knowing that nothing will happen to the country's money. Now, let me give you a typical example. In Lagos State, in Lagos State, the pension that is being enjoyed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and other former governors of Lagos State, this pension bill was made and approved by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because you can bet that nothing happens in Lagos State since 1999 without the input of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has Lagos in his pocket like so many nickels and diamonds. Now let us look at some of the things Bola Ahmed Tinubu enjoy as former governor of Lagos State. Former governor of Lagos State, in part of the pension package include he has the state government will build for him a residential house. Yes, the state government builds a residential house for him and the former deputy governor. They are entitled to a residential house, one each for them. Now, Lagos state government also build one residential house for them in Abuja. So they are entitled to two houses, one in Lagos, one in Abuja. Take note of that. Now, every 3 years, they are entitled to 6 new cars. Take note of that. Every 6 years, every 3 years, they are entitled to 6 new cars. Take note of that. They are entitled to 100% of the basic salary of the sitting governor. So whatever they are paying the present governor of Lagos State as his salary is what they are paying Tinubu as his pension, as his monthly pension in Lagos State. Take note of that. Now, Tinubu, like other former governors of Lagos State, enjoy free health care for himself and members of his family. Now, this is same Tinubu who you know is a very wealthy man who has Bolon van and all that can distribute money to his house anytime he wants it. But Lagos state government offers him free health care for himself and his family. So with all the money he has, his personal money, he don't even need to spend it on health care. It is the Lagos state government that takes care of his health and that of his wife. And he's not alone in this. It means that's what Fashola is enjoying. That's what Ambode is enjoying. Now, the furniture in his house, he received furniture allowance of 300% of their annual basic salary, which is 23.3 million annually. So that furniture allowance, they receive 23.3 million. Take note of that. Now they receive house maintenance allowance, which is 10% of their basic salary. This is 778,296 naira. Are you getting it? These are former governors of Lagos State, in which Tinubu is a beneficiary. And you have never heard that Tinubu say, I don't want to collect my own share. Good. Now, he enjoys utility allowance, which is 20% of the salary, of the basic salary, 1.5 million utility allowance enjoyed by Tinubu and other former governors of Lagos State. He enjoys 30% car maintenance allowance, which is 2.3 million naira. You get that? I don't know whether you have your Bible, you are writing this things I'm talking about, because people ought to be aware of some of these things so that it informs their judgment, how they view those who are coming to lead the country. Okay? Tinubu enjoys entertainment allowance of 10% of his basic salary, which is 778,296 naira. That is for entertainment of Tinubu. That's what the Lagos state government pays him for entertainment. Okay? His own personal assistance is paid 25% of the salary, annual basic salary of the governor, which is 1.9 million. Then Tinubu is entitled to 8 policemen and 2 DSS attached to him as former governor of Lagos State for the rest of his life. Why I want you to note all this, these are the kind of things that is spread across the country. Former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Akpabio, that contested for president under APC, he enjoys this. Chibike Rotimi Amechi, former governor of Rivers State, enjoys this. Virtually all over the country, former governors are enjoying this package in one form or the other. But Mr. Peter Obi walked away from it to show that the essence of leadership is to serve. It is to work for the people. It is not for your own personal enjoyment or for your own enrichment. Tinubu, anyhow you look at it, is arguably richer than Mr. Peter Obi in terms of, although one can't really say what is his business have been doing, except that he have been in government. They say he worked for Mobile and all that. But let us assume, for somebody who have been putting the governors of Lagos State since 2007, it is assumed that he has Lagos in his pocket. Having the commercial capital of Nigeria in your pocket invariably means you are one of the richest men in this country and one of the richest men in Africa, no doubt about it. Yet, you have never heard that Tinubu rejected collecting this pension since he left office. But Mr. Peter Obi walk away from things like this because he sees leadership as a call to service. He sees governorship as a call to serve the people. It is not for enjoyment. And that was why, if you see his record as governor of Anambra State, he instituted fiscal discipline that is unprecedented in this country. If you read the book by former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she devoted many pages in praise of Mr. Peter Obi as governor, how he was very prudent in management of Anambra State economy and what other states ought to have learned from him if Nigeria is a country where people are ready to learn on how to produce a productive society, how to improve the economy of the country, how to give a better life for the people, instead of a situation where leaders are for self-aggrandizement. So this particular video, I made it. I'm making it because I want you to understand why they are scared of him. He has the record, and they know that if he manages to get to the Aso Rock Villa, there will be a serious paradigm shift in the way things are done in this country. You can see the other time when he appeared in a radio program, he said under his leadership, any government official that spent dollars in Nigeria will go to jail. And you can take it to the bank that he will do that. Because that's the only way to save the Naira. Today, you know how much the Naira is to the dollar. Naira is almost becoming worthless because of mismanagement. Because our leaders are busy spending dollars in a country that ought to concentrate in spending of Naira. And this is where we are today. So it is important you know some of these things so that when you are talking to people about Mr. Peter Obi, you know what you have to tell them. Mr. Peter Obi has walked away from opportunity to milk Anambra State. He didn't do that. Whatever you see him, the other time people say he's traveling to Egypt, he is traveling with his own personal finances. He's not, like he said, Anambra State has not bought him pure water since he left government house. Some of his colleagues that were in the race and those after him cannot say the same thing. They are enjoying palatial mansions in Abuja here, built by them, by their state government, as part of their pension package. Meanwhile, people that worked for the states that they presided over for 35 years of service, they are yet to receive their retirement benefit. They are yet to receive their gratuity. But look at what the former governors are enjoying, including Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC presidential candidate. But Mr. Peter Obi walked away from this because he know that that is not the essence of leadership. It is to serve. It is not for his own personal benefit. If you want a house in Abuja, he has to build it by himself. If you want a house in Oka or Nisha, he has to build it by himself. And that is exactly what he has done with his life. And that is the kind of leadership Nigerians should be asking for if we really want this country to be turned aright for the benefit of all of us. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for being in this channel. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, like our video, share it widely, and anytime that we have any new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.